Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Again, it's a wonderful day. So today I would like to speak about feminism. And I don't want to make a big fuss out of it because everyone knows what's feminism and people think that they know what is feminism, but actually they do not know what it is. Every time a child is born, there's a new theory of feminism created. Especially when a female child is born. Maybe doesn't start when she's born yet, but as she goes through her life she'll come recognizing things that she shouldn't, and that's how new theory is born. So maybe you think that it's a waste of time and you don't have to understand anything about feminism because you think that the world has gone so far and you don't need to know about extra things about women awareness. It kind of feels like you don't have to know all this, because the thing is there is another world that exists, and the moment you start entering over there, everything is changed completely. You don't even think about a bit of feminism when you go over there. I mean, the people in that circle will change you completely, and you will be suppressed, oppressed, and what not. As of what I know, or as of what the worlds know, there are many kinds of feminists. They may be liberal, radical, and eco-feminist, and post-structural or post-modern feminists. All these are maybe worldly kind of feminists, but there is actually one particular feminist that you should be, that you definitely should be. Being man or woman, you should definitely be a feminist. That is really necessary, because you might think that that's only happening, that's already happened. Women's freedom is already given, and what else you want to do, protest about, fight about? There is no need of doing all that. That's what you think. Okay, and I am talking about that upside kind of world that exists and that don't even have any idea of feminism. Is that I don't think feminism doesn't need more loud voice, women shouting on social medias, or women shouting here and there, telling about we need equality as equal as men, and fighting for things, unnecessary things, even the small things. And I personally feel that women should stop doing that. I'm in love with those women who is already built with feminism and doesn't show it each and everywhere they go. There is no point of arguing with your family members about feminism. I'm that, I'm this. Why do you give father his first supper? And what about us? We are girls. Just because we are girls, you can't give. Stop doing that. That's so idiotic. It doesn't make any sort of sense. Okay, use feminism only where it's needed. Okay, so as a person, you always have an option whether to stay in a particular community or not. And if you want to come outside, and you can actually do it, you have a permission, you have a freedom to run away from a particular community if you don't like it, if you think that they're being so against you, and they're not fair, and that doesn't make any sense, or they're unjust to you. You always have an option to run away from that. That's the freedom women got, to run away from things that you don't like, that to run away from things that doesn't make any sort of sense. There's no logic between what they say and what you do. This might look really crazy. Each and every consequences that I faced in life, okay, the consequences made me rise as a feminist. Randomly, if I go to my hometown and getting ready to go see the outside world, I'm just wearing my blush, and a random uncle comes and tell me that ആരെക്കാണെന്നെ പോണേ. And in my mind, I'm like, നിന്റെ അപ്പനെ കെട്ടിക്കാൻ. I can tell that. I can tell it onto his face. But even if I tell that, he will think, okay, now I'm not supposed to talk to her. He have no a bit of common sense of thinking that you can't make even a bit of fun of a woman. For him, that's okay. In my mind, I'm like, okay, why am I here? Why am I listening to him? I'm sitting in my home and he comes to my home and tells me this statement. So I obviously have the rights to tell him that shut up and go to your home. I really have that rights to tell, because I'm not sitting in his home, I'm sitting in my home. That's the place where you actually need to open up your mouth, not in some random places that doesn't even make sense, like families, family reunions, and the place where where women are not even a main picture or something, like in churches. You can't tell about feminism and things in places like that. You always have an option, like I said before, to move away from that kind of communities where you can feel that freedom, because every time you indulge in such communities, your confidence and your level of things that you have gained throughout the years will be lowered one by one. You will not understand this in an instant. It takes time. As days passes, you will start examining yourself and you will find a change, and that's when you understand that my character have changed a lot. Like, I have been living for others, and what have I done for myself? Nothing. You have done nothing for yourself. You have to walk away from such communities. Okay, so now let's come to the main point. Feminism is again a kind of concept that deals with this LGBTQ and things like. Again, there are many kinds of people around. Okay, there are good feminists, bad feminists, loud, slow, soft. Okay, let's take a normal human being. We are a big ecosystem consisting of humans. Okay, we have many kind of human, like bad, good, someone with a criminal mind, someone who is so soft, someone who is so kind. Just because one person does something bad doesn't mean the entire people on the earth are bad. You understand my concept, right? The same thing. Just because one or two feminists suck, it doesn't mean all the other feminists are the same. Same thing with the LGBTQ community. Just because one or two are so lame doesn't mean everyone are lame. You don't have to label that on us and use it as a weapon. There's this very awkward kind of feminists that are so loud, who want to complain about everything that happens. That's like creating a nuisance inside the environment. Let it be gym, or let it be public places or anything. If there is some or the other talks that is happening, if there is a feminist sitting there, she will think that, oh, he talked about me only. Why only you are sitting there? Bro, you know what happened? There was this guy who was standing right beside me. He was lifting a heavy weight and he was making this noise, bro. He's making this weird noise. I'm pretty sure he's making noise by looking at me. He's trying to attract me or something. He's really trying to attract me. He's making all weird noises, and he was, you know what? He was talking with another guy who was standing next to him, and I know pretty much he was talking about me only. Yeah, he's talking about me. And that is one of the rules that you have to accept, that once you become a strong feminist, you have to think that you're not special just because you're a woman. Okay, we are fighting for equality, not speciality. So rather than loud feminists, I would call them fake feminists, because they don't belong anywhere. I think they're just making nuisance in the environment, which causes problem for the actual feminists. And the other most dumbest thing a feminist can do is mix her love life with her feminism. That's the dumbest thing I have ever seen, because nobody even does that. And if you're in love, then that a man should be a feminist. Okay, and it's not necessary if he's so kind and he's the way you want it. If you're feeling so peaceful around him, that's really not necessary over there. But stop collaborating both love life and feminism together. He knows I'm a feminist, right? He knows I don't like boys. Then why is he behind me? I told him that I don't love him. Then why is he behind me? I'm a feminist, right? And it also doesn't mean that we feminists will never fall in love, because we very badly want to fall in love. But the point is that whenever you try to speak with a guy you like, and then he cannot control himself, at some point you'll start understanding that he's dumb and he has no idea of feminism, and all he wants is a wife, and he doesn't care of any other feelings within you. And you will be just like that woman who get married to a house and just be a housewife or a slave, or lead your life by just listening to your in-laws. No, that's when you actually need feminism. If you don't want that, then find a man who is so wealthy enough to understand what it is, what feminism is, and what is a woman wanted from that. Okay, so coming to the last point, I select friends whose feminism level is at the peak. At the peak. Like they don't have to justify themselves of anything. Just live the life like a feminist. No complaints, no justification, or no explanation to anyone. And they just live like a queen. That's what I want. And irrespective of whatever they are my friends. Okay? They are my friends. Women who live like a peak feminist are my friends. They are not just women anymore, they are a part of you. So I had a friend of mine, we meet up every time near Tea Hut, that is near Hennur. So she is a peak feminist. You have to see how she deal with a man who comes to her and explain unnecessary things. And the moment this situation happened, she is my bestie, I can say. As a woman, you should respect all men. Okay, one day you will be under a man and you have to listen to him, so you have to have some respect. You're listening to me, right? I hope you're understanding. Stop making joke at me, just listen, take my words seriously. What is wrong with you girls? Girls these days are like this only. I'm concerned about your life, your fertility, health. You have to give good babies to your husband. That is really important in life as a woman. That is the only important thing in life as a woman. You should listen and you should stop smoking and all like this. That's all I have for you guys today. So if you like my video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to share what you think about this video. So see you with another wonderful and beautiful video the next time. Bye guys.